Well, Senator Chris Van Hollen's MS-13 margarita mixer. That is our top story today. The Democrat from Maryland spending time with Kilmar Abrego Garcia, the recently deported MS-13 gang member and El Salvador native. Now, Garcia has become a poster child for Democrats and the legacy media, and also federal activist judges. Now, I want you to take a very close look at these two photos. They represent, in the starkest of terms, the difference between Republicans and Democrats. Quote, "We are not the same. Republicans like to hang out with angel moms. Democrats, on the other hand, well, they like to hang out with wife-beating gangbangers." To date, Senator Van Hollen has not reached out for any private meetings with the family of Rachel Morin, by the way, a young Maryland woman who was killed by an illegal alien. Now, if you take a closer look at that photo of Senator Van Hollen with Mr. Garcia, they are lounging about on what appears to be a patio, drinking what appears to be margaritas. Well, here's Newsmax's correspondent, Mike Carter, asking the president about Van Hollen's visit with Garcia. All right. Well, the media told us Mr. Garcia was languishing in some sort of south of the border death camp. They said he was being tortured. But Mr. Garcia, I mean, you see him there. He looks fit as a fiddle. Based on his physique, well, there's no doubt he's getting his 3 square meals in a day, probably a snack or two. It's unclear why Senator Van Hollen was actually in El Salvador or what he actually hoped to accomplish. Nobody knows. Maybe he had visions of staging a prison break. Who knows? President Trump, writing on True Social, called out Van Hollen. He looked like a fool yesterday, standing in El Salvador, begging for attention from the fake news media or anyone. Grandstander. Now, President Trump has drawn fire even from so-called MAGA influencers like the columnist Glenn Greenwald. Greenwald writing this on X, the very idea of deporting Americans to El Salvador to be imprisoned in a monstrous dungeon where El Presidente boasts that nobody gets out and are used for slave labor is as anti-American as it gets. American values means the Enlightenment Bill of Rights due process. Well, Mr. Greenwald does not seem to appreciate the facts. And the facts are that Garcia is not and has never been an American citizen. Even the New York Times got that story wrong. The White House even edited the front page of the Times to correct their bad reporting. Check this out. The original headline, Senator meets with wrongly deported Maryland man in El Salvador. Well, the White House taking a red pen to fix the errors. Senator meets with deported MS-13 illegal alien who's never coming back. I don't know who's running the White House Twitter account. Well done, you. Now, here are the facts about Garcia. In 2019, 2 separate judges issued deportation orders. Both judges affirmed he was a member of MS-13. When he was arrested, Garcia was wearing a sweatshirt filled with rolls of money that bore MS-13 gang symbols. He was also in the presence of 2 MS-13 gang members. In 2022, he was stopped by the Tennessee Highway Patrol for transporting 7 people from Texas to Maryland. He did not have a driver's license. In 2020 and 2021, his wife filed for protective orders. She told law enforcement he was violent and abusive and really scary. Now, Garcia's wife wrote in official law enforcement documents, quote, "At this point, I'm afraid to be this close." It is absolutely perplexing why the party that professes to be the defender of women would embrace a wife beater. Then again, most Democrats can't even tell you what a woman is.